Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. John Owen talks about sports and movies. Thank you for checking out today's video. I always appreciate the support, and let's get into it. So Nikola Jokic just had an absolute all-time playoff run. First player in NBA history to lead the entire playoffs in points, assists, and rebounds. The most triple doubles in one postseason. On his way to a championship and Finals MVP. And to go along with the fact that he's already a two-time MVP, there's been a lot of discussion about where does the Joker rank all time. So today we're going to break that down. So where does the Jokic rank all time after an all-time playoff run? But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe so you never miss out on any of the fun. Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Where do you think the Joker ranks all time? Do you think he ranks higher or lower than where I'm about to put him? But with all that being said, let's look at Joker's resume. So if we just look at pure raw accolades, NBA champ, two-time MVP, Finals MVP, five-time All-Pro, five-time All-Star, first player to lead the playoffs in points, assists, rebounds, all-rookie first team, most triple-doubles in one postseason, along with just a bunch of other little records he would break, every night. I think it was like the first 30, 20, 10 finals game in the finals game. I think he did that. And so he's got a lot of very, very impressive accolades. I mean, based on the math that I did earlier, there's only been 27 guys who have ever won an MVP and a championship. Um, and so, I think that pretty much automatically puts him in the top 30 range, bare minimum, just bare minimum. And then there's only been, I think, 15 guys to win multiple MVPs. So that's got to put him not necessarily in the top 15 range just based off of that solely, but I that's got to put him. I think that's more of I think that's more evidence towards him being top 30 at least. You don't just win multiple MVPs. That's not something you just do. Um, Guys like Kobe Bryant didn't even win multiple MVPs. He got robbed when Steve Nash won that second one, but that's not the point. So if you look at his resume, of course it doesn't have like quite the longevity yet, and just like raw stat totals. But if we look at the stuff that we really look at and really care about a lot, he's already got, just on paper, a top 30 resume. So that already puts him in the top 30, which is an insane place to be. Incredible place to be already. And then you look and, he's, I'm going to say it, I think he's the most skilled offensive big man ever. Three-level scorer, a top, I don't know, probably five playmaker. Definitely the best playmaker at his position. Maybe a top five playmaker ever. Unreal passing ability, especially for his size. Handle skill. He doesn't necessarily have like a lot of rim protection, but he's not a negative defender, so he's a solid defender too. And so, you look at his resume and the fact that he is the most skilled offensive big ever. One of the best passers ever, regardless of position. The conversation starts of, I think he's going to push past 30 or 25. I think that, where does he start to stack up as far as being an all-time great already? And I don't think it's ridiculous to say that. I really do not think that it's crazy to say that based off of his resume and what other precedents, what other people have been able to accomplish in this league. To say that he's at the max, at the absolute lowest, top 25 all time. Top 25 all time is his floor already. And he's only 28. Who knows what else he might add on to this resume. Maybe he gets another MVP, or maybe he gets another chip. And so now this is where the discussion begins on where exactly does he fall within that top 25. I think that's his floor, so let's see how high I would place him among other all-time greats. So this is everyone that I think is higher than the Joker without really a lot of argument. And just because, and this is not placed in any particular order, this was just them kind of thrown together. So this is not like, I think these are the 16 best players to ever touch a basketball, but it's not like, oh, I've got Moses over Dr. J per se, necessarily. But I think LeBron, Mike, Kareem, Magic, Bird, Kobe, Duncan, Shaq, Bill Russell, Will, Hakeem, KD, Steph, Moses Malone, Dr. J, Jerry West. I think these are guys that just Jokic. I just don't doesn't. I'm not saying Jokic can't pass these guys, um, but I think that he just doesn't have enough kind of accolades yet, um, or just kind of that all time ness to pass these guys. I don't. I really think it would be hard for me to say like right now, Jokic is an all-time better basketball player than any of these guys, just because he doesn't quite have all of the accomplishments that they do. Probably equal like level basketball player, just like pure throw them on the court, let them hoop. But I just don't think he's got the accolades yet, in order to kind of break into this tier. So I think this would be like where he would cap off would be in the 60s. I don't think he can quite break into being with these guys yet because these guys have multiple championships. Some of them have multiple MVPs. Um, I think everybody on here has multiple Finals MVP. Well, maybe not, but um, these we're talking about the greatest basketball players to ever live are these guys. Steph also has multiple Finals MVP. He's got 4 chips, 2 MVPs. Like Jokic just doesn't have the accolades yet to stack up with these guys. And so I think this is where I would say that these 16 are all better than he is, like definitively. But I think in the same tiers, Jokic, we're talking like 17 to 23 ish. I think this gets me to 23. Um, I think you could make an argument for Jokic over any of these guys. Honestly, he's got the same amount of championships as Dirk and KG. He's got, but he's got more MVPs than both of them. He's got more chips than Stockton and Malone. He's got more MVPs than David Robinson. Him and Giannis kind of have really very, very similar resumes. And I made a similar claim when the Bucks won the championship a couple years ago. And so I think you could honestly make an argument for Joker over any of these guys. I think I would definitely put him over Stockton, who's the only person on this list who doesn't have an MVP. So, that's 22. David Robinson I don't think he won a finals MVP. So, probably going to put Joker over David Robinson. So, now that's 21. And like I said, I think you can make you can say right now Joker's better than Giannis. Like just in the league right now, I think it's really cool that both of them are playing against each other. So if you want to be like, yeah, Joker's better. They've got some of the resumes, and the Joker's better than him right now. Therefore, he's a better all-time player. I could see it. That's 20. So that puts him in the top 20 right then and there. Which I think is really crazy. I think that I would probably put Joker over KG. That's what I would do, definitively. I think, him versus Dirk. Joker's got more MVPs. Not that accolades is everything, but Dirk was kind of, Joker is kind of the similar player to Dirk, except he's an elite player or an elite passer as well. So I don't know if Joker can do everything Dirk does. Doesn't have quite the exact same shooting touch, but Joker's obviously still a great shooter. Then you put him over Dirk. So now we're pushing ourselves into the 18-19 range. And so I think that's kind of where Joker is somewhere in this tier, probably closer to the top of it, to be honest. And so, I mean, yeah. And so the verdict is I'd put him in like the 17 to 25 range, closer to 17 than 25. But I think the crazy thing is he's got plenty of time to add on. So he's got enough time to cement himself, at the top of that tier that I put him in and maybe push his way toward, we're talking in that first tier I had and maybe booting out, um, you know, whoever you might have at 14, 13, 15, 16. But I really truly think Joker is here based off of his play, just the elite level that he plays at, his accolades, and just what he's been able to accomplish so far. So make sure. So thank you guys for checking out the video. I always appreciate the support. Make sure you guys check out the link content above. What do you think Joker ranks all time? Do you think I have him too high, too low? If you guys want me to do a top whatever all time ranking, I would be interested in doing that. But make sure. But I just appreciate you guys watching the video and have a great day. Thanks.